What's good, y'all? It's your boy Lonnie.G, and we back with another video today. Now, today's video, I'm going to be talking about my journey on how I became vegan. This has been a very highly requested video. I know a lot of y'all be asking me questions about, what made you want to change, what made you want to switch your diet up, the whole nine. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining, basically how I made the switch to where I'm at right now. I'm basically gonna be telling y'all the story, just how I made the switch to where I'm at right now, how I started doing my vegan chef business, all these different things. So basically it started in 2017, right? 2017 was when I made the switch. Oh my God, I don't like that. Yeah, so basically it started in 2017. And, for those who don't know, I'm in school for culinary arts. I have one more class until I graduate. And I've been cooking and baking basically since I was I can remember farthest back to a teenager when I was 11, 12 years old. I used to love watching Food Network, watching Chopped, Cupcake Wars, all the different competition shows. I used to love watching Travel Channel, seeing the people travel all over the world. Diners, drive-ins, and dives, if y'all know about that, my guy Fieri. But I just always had a love for food, for cooking and baking. And basically I kind of got to give y'all the backstory or the context to how I got into culinary arts. So basically, in high school, around 10th grade year, I got this idea. I was like, you know what, maybe I should start selling snacks and start making my own baked goods, because I used to watch all these shows and I used to be hella inspired. I used to be like, you know what, I could do that. I could make a cake, or I could bake some brownies or something. So I remember I used to buy the little pre-packaged box cookies and brownies and stuff, and I would make it. And then I started practicing, getting good, and I was like, you know what if I started making stuff from scratch and started selling it to my classmates? So I used to sell cookies, brownies. Now don't get me wrong, they wasn't always that great, always that perfect. I had a couple of burnt joints here and there, but some of the ones that was really good, I used to do these really good brownies. This is before I was vegan. I had these red velvet cheesecake brownies, M&M brownies, Snickers, Twix. I had a lot of different variety of stuff. And I used to sell that, and I used to sell snacks on the side. So I used to sell fruit snacks, Powerade, Gatorade, chips, Skittles, the whole nine. So I was kind of that was kind of my hustle on the side, because I wasn't working a job. Back when I was a teenager, 14, 15, 16, I wasn't working a job. I was just doing that in school. So fast forward to 12th grade year, a lot of my friends, everybody's applying to colleges, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I kind of didn't want to go to college. I didn't really want to go to school for culinary at first. I was like, I don't really want to go to school. I'm just not really digging college. But I was like, you know what? I got this talent. I'm really good with cooking and baking. Let me just apply, to some schools and just see what could work. So, but long story short, I was able to get into Atlanta Technical College, and I've basically been there ever since 2015. So that's basically how I got into culinary arts. I learned a lot in college. I learned a lot of different techniques, and I took a lot of different classes. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't always easy, but at the same time, I learned a lot, and I appreciated the challenges and stuff like that. So now that you have that backstory context, fast forward to 2017. So 2017, I read this book titled Proteinaholic. I remember I went to the library and I saw this book, and it said, Why Meat and Dairy is Killing Us. And I was like, oh, I gotta read this, And it's crazy, because I remember when I read the book, I was like, after I read this book, I'm probably not gonna want to eat meat and dairy no more. And that's basically what happened. So I read that book, and it just really changed my perspective on how I looked at things. And then I watched the documentary What the Health, and then I watched this other documentary called Cowspiracy. And that really just shifted the way I looked at everything. I learned about how they treat the animals in these different factory farms, and how it's affecting the environment. I learned about how eating meat and dairy products causes cancer and diabetes and high blood pressure and all these different things. And I'm like, yo, why did nobody never tell me this? Why am I just not finding this out? So you know, after I learned all those different things, watched all the documentaries, I was just like, bro, I can't eat like this no more. How can I eat this stuff knowing that it's killing me, and then knowing that the effect that it's having on these animals, and then knowing like what's going on? It was just really, it just didn't sit right with me. So I'm like, nah, bro, I can't support this no more. So I remember like it was May. I don't remember exactly what day, but I remember like I had a burger from work, and that was like the last like meat burger I ever ate, and it felt so weird. And I just remember like, you know what? After this, I'm not eating meat no more. I remember when I first started, yo, I slipped up. My mom had made spaghetti, and I was like, oh yeah, spaghetti, I'm gonna eat that. And then like I remember that had meat in it. So I was like, damn. So I had to start all over. So ever since that day, that was the last time I ever ate meat. You know what I'm saying? So since then, I've just been researching a lot of recipes. I've been, of course, watching a bunch of YouTubers and just doing my research and just learning like how I can stay consistent, you know, eating a vegan, plant-based diet. And, you know, there's always a lot of misconceptions around it. People say like, oh, well, where do you get your protein? Or, you know, you need calcium from milk to be healthy, or you need, you know, all these different things that people come up with and they tell you, but a lot of those things aren't true. First of all protein originates from plants, because what do animals eat? Cows eat grass. Most of these huge animals that you see, you know what I'm saying, in the wild and stuff like that, they eat mainly plants. So it's like, what's the point of eating an animal when you could just go to the main source and get all the protein that you need? You know what I'm saying? And I also learned too that most people actually eat more than enough protein that they need to get. Most people don't have enough fiber in their diet. You know what I'm saying? And meat products don't have fiber in it. So it's like, it's just a lot of misconceptions that people don't even know when it comes to just like how the body works in food. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm 100% of an expert. Like I always tell people, do your own research and come to your own conclusions, but I'm just telling y'all what I learned for myself. You know what I'm saying? So on this journey, you know what I'm saying, it hasn't always been easy, you know what I'm saying? I was the first one in my family to go vegan, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because like I used to be the main one cooking in the house all the time. So like they would usually eat what I would cook anyway. So when I started, you know, telling them I'm gonna make the change, it was like, okay, we gonna see what happens. So now we'll cook up different recipes, and they would like it, they would eat it. Back when I used to live with them, like, you know, they really enjoyed some of my food I would come up with. So it just showed me too, like, you know, a lot of the times when you do something different or you step out and you go against the grain, like people are gonna say something. They're gonna make jokes. They're gonna criticize you. Like a lot of my friends used to give me all the vegan jokes. I done heard damn near every joke in the book. But at the same time, when you really stay consistent and you stand on what you believe in, people will start to change over time. Then they'll hit you up and start asking recipes, or start asking, how do you do this? How do you make that? Or like, ooh, that look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to be willing to be bold, to be different. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, it wasn't always easy. You feel like you're the only person that's trying to like make this change, and everybody else around you is still eating the same way, still doing the same things. So I'm not gonna lie and say it was always easy. Like, I know I kind of make it look easy because I've been doing it for 3 years now, but at the same time, like, it's had its challenges. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I would say I feel way healthier. My mind is sharper. My body feels more like energetic. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's times when I feel tired, whether I'm like, you know, just been working a lot or whatever. But overall, I noticed the difference. I used to have really bad allergies. I don't get allergies no more. I used to, like, when the pollen used to come around, I used to be sneezing like crazy. I don't even get that no more, just because of me changing my diet, me changing how I eat. Like, I haven't been sick in probably like 4 years. I don't even remember the last time I caught a cold. I ain't never caught the flu. None of that. Because I make sure I eat my fruits and my veggies, make sure I, you know what I'm saying, get all the nutrients that I need to get from my food. You know what I'm saying? And like, a lot of people think that when you go vegan, like, oh, you're going to miss out on certain things, or you're not going to get all your nutrients and stuff like that. And no, that's far from the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I used to eat meat and stuff like that and cheese, I used to get hella mucus. You know what I'm saying? I used to feel way down. I used to feel like sluggish. I could eat a whole little meal. I literally just ate some Thai green curry that I made 2 days ago, and I feel good. I feel like I can go hoop right now. Like, I don't feel like weighed down or bloated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, it's a difference. And the main thing I try to tell people all the time is, when you're changing your diet and how you eat, it's mainly mental. It's not even so much a physical thing. I mean, it is a physical thing too, but it's mainly mental, because it's just a habit. You've been eating a certain way for all your life, you know what I'm saying, for all these years. So you only know that one thing. But once you make a difference, like once you change how you think mentally about it, you know what I'm saying, your whole body will just follow. It's crazy how it works. Like, it's gonna be hard them first couple of months. I'm not gonna lie to you, because your body is so like addicted to these patterns that you already been doing. But like once you just keep being consistent with it, it's like going to the gym. Once you start going to the gym every day, you start working out every week, it's gonna feel normal. And then when you're not going to the gym, you're gonna be like, your body's gonna be like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's a mental game. I'm telling you, you got to change the way you approach it. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to tell people that, like, you know, just give it a shot. Even if you don't think, you know, changing to a vegan, plant-based diet is for you. I don't never try to force it on anybody. But I just tell people, like, just give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect those that give it a shot, and at least they say they did it, compared to the people that just criticize it and they never did it before. You get what I'm saying? But honestly, I think it is very important, especially in the Black community, that we start looking at the way we eat, because the ways we've been eating for all these past years have not been beneficial for us. You know, a lot of the foods that we've been eating has been killing us. You know what I'm saying? And we wonder why we have all these diseases. We wonder why we got diabetes. We wonder why we got heart problems. We wonder why we got cancer. 90% of that stuff comes from the way you eat. A lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? People say, oh, it runs in my family. No. Habits, mentalities run in our family. We've been eating soul food for the past over 100 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to change. We got to change. You know what I'm saying? Got health is wealth. What's the point of having all the wealth in the world if you don't got your health to enjoy it? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I feel like I go so hard on it, and I try to talk about it so much, because I see the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had family members of mine that have diabetes, that have died from strokes and stuff like that. And I don't want to keep seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have to take all these medications just to stay alive every day. You know what I'm saying? Mother Earth gave us everything that we need. We got to get back to more, raw foods, more plant-based foods, whole foods. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what we needed before all this commercialized, processed stuff then came about. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that hard. It's just a mental thing. Once you change your mindset about it, I'm telling you, you could do it. I'm telling you. Because honestly, I would have never seen myself doing it. And now look at me. You know what I'm saying? And then even that ties into me becoming a vegan chef. I made the switch to, like, all right, you know what? I'm going to start making more vegan, plant-based meals, incorporating that into my brand instead of doing what I always did. Like, I remember even in school, like, I still had to learn how to prepare meat. I had to learn how to cook certain dishes that weren't vegan. But it's like some of my chef instructors, they would be cool with me. They'd be like, all right, well, you could do the vegetarian or the vegan style dish, and everybody else do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you stand up for what you believe in, people either gonna respect it or they just gonna move out the way. And that's what I've learned with me switching my diet. You know what I'm saying? People either gonna rock with it and see your example, or they just gonna move out the way and be like, oh, nah, he on something different. And you just respect it. You just keep doing your thing. But that's basically like my story, you know what I'm saying, to how I've gotten to this point. I've had my slip-ups here and there. I'm not gonna say I've been perfect the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I've eaten things that might have had milk and I didn't know about it or something. But at the same time, I just always say just do your best and just keep researching, keep learning what you can. And I'm telling you, you'll feel the difference. Like, I honestly, if I would have known about this, I would have made the switch earlier. You know what I'm saying? But that's the vision that I have going forward too, for like my kids, for the world. Like, just imagine a whole world where everybody's just healthy and nobody's depending on those sicknesses. Ain't nobody depending on no pharmaceutical drugs. Ain't nobody got to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Nature literally has all the herbs and plants and everything to cure us. That's what Dr. Sebi was talking about. Like, there's literally a cure for every single disease. Literally, bro. There's a reason why that man died. Like, they didn't want us to know certain things about our health. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go too deep down that rabbit hole, but you get what I'm saying. But that's basically my story. That's basically, you know what I'm saying, how I made the transition to me going vegan, me going, plant-based. And there's also different levels to it too, I would say. You kind of got like your junk food vegan, then you got like your vegan people that like eat, like, I guess, a mixture of like some junk food, vegan stuff, and then some more healthier stuff. Then you got like, you know, your raw vegans, your alkaline vegans, you know, people that strictly eat alkaline foods, that's only like specifically alkaline for the body. Like there's different levels to it. You know what I'm saying? I would say I'm kind of in the middle because I like cooked foods, so I don't really want to go raw per se. You know what I'm saying? But that would be a cool challenge to get to one day. You know what I'm saying? But overall, that's basically my story. That's basically how I've gotten to where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage y'all, like, if you're thinking about doing it, like, do it. Anything is possible, you know? But that's pretty much it. So I appreciate y'all for tuning into this video. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. And it's your boy Lonnie G, and I'm signing out.